Hey, my name's Roger. I'm a songwriter and acoustic music producer. In this video, I'm going to see if I can write and record a 14-song album for FAWM, which is February Album Writing Month, in the 28 days of February 2026. Let's see if we can do it. So today is February 1st, which marks the start of February Album Writing Month. February Album Writing Month is the challenge to write 14 songs in 28 days in the space of February. I've actually done this challenge before, not knowing it was called February Album Writing Month, alongside my friend Declan for the Weekly Song Podcast. We each wrote 14 songs in 28 days and we discussed them on the show. So I have the experience of doing it, but the way it was presented to me this year was by my friend Tyler. The way Tyler presented this was that you write 14 songs, but you also record the 14 songs and you make an album in February. And I was really excited by this idea, particularly because he said the way he's done it in the past is he'll just have a limited palette of instruments, so just piano and vocal, or just synthesizer chiptune music, or just minimalist music. I was like, okay. So I've been writing a lot on this guitar recently. This is just a cheap nylon strung guitar, which I really like the sound of. And I have one song idea in mind so far as of the first of the month. A song fittingly called Everybody Starts at Zero. Everybody starts at zero. I've made and produced albums in the past, but never in this short a time span. To add another wrinkle to the challenge, I'm also going to be doing the artwork for the album. I wouldn't call myself an artist, but I've done the artwork for a couple of my albums in the past. And I also do the Inktober challenges on my little art page on Instagram called Bill Sale. So that's they give you a prompt every day and you draw a picture based on that prompt and you post it on Instagram. So I like these creative challenges and I'm going to try and do the artwork as well. So that's pretty much the setup. I'm going to start writing in a moment and hopefully I'll have something to share with you midway through the month, and then hopefully I'll have 14 songs to share with you by the end of the month. Wish me luck. Here we go. So today's the 15th of February and we're halfway through February Album Writing Month Challenge. I've got 7 songs so far, so I'm doing pretty good I think as far as the pacing of the days, trying to average a song every other day. It's been interesting because I've been obviously part of the FAWM community online. There's a whole website where you make an account, and it's been really nice. I've been discovering other musicians who are doing the exact same challenge, and it feels good to have some solidarity. And some friends of mine are on the FAWM account already, so I've been commenting on their songs, they've been commenting on mine. It's just this nice that's been a nice motivation as opposed to just doing it in a vacuum, you know. It's been nice to have a community around it. Another part of the FAWM website, which I've found really beneficial, is they do these things called skirmishes. It's on a schedule, and just members of the community post in 2 hours there's going to be a skirmish at this time UK time and this time US time. So people all around the world do it at the same time. There are these things where you have an hour to write a song, and it just comes up with a prompt. So it's very similar to stuff I've done with Declan before on the Weekly Song Podcast. It's helpful to have constraints sometimes because if you just have a blank page and it's fill that blank page with something, it's a lot harder sometimes than if it's here's the challenge. One of the ones I did was make a list of things, start a timer for a minute, make a list of things you're running out of, just fill up a list, pick the top one that resonates with you or something like that. And I wrote this song called Runaway Train.
For all of these far-flung places I haven't been yet, require some big down payment I'm yet to obtain, but I can't for the life of me find the brakes on this runaway train.
I did a few of them. I'm running out of time, I'm running out of money, I'm running out of opportunity, and all these kind of things, and just making metaphors around this runaway train that I can't stop. So they've been helpful. So I've recorded 6 of the 7 songs I've written. I've just set up this really basic recording setup because it's such a simple album to make, and it's going to be so easy to mix and master as well because it's just nylon acoustic guitar and vocals. I'm adding backing vocals here and there, and I've added a couple of overdubs that are steel strung acoustic guitar or mandolin or a little bit of glockenspiel. Well, I haven't even added that yet. I'm probably going to add that at some point. So that's where I am so far midway through the challenge. I think I'm going to be okay as far as getting it done, the 14 songs in February in 28 days, with today being the 15th obviously. I I still have to do artwork, but I'm kind of waiting on the songs to inspire the artwork. Like if there's a certain lyric, there's like it would make a cool cartoon or something, I'll make a cartoon out of that lyric, and that'll probably be the album artwork. It's going to be album artwork that doesn't take very long, I hope. We'll see. Obviously I've got to leave time for mixing and mastering and putting it on Bandcamp and getting the lyrics down and stuff, but the album will still be out hopefully March 1st. We'll see. I mean, who knows? Maybe something will come up and I'll have to delay it like my last album, but I'm going to carry on and record this 7th song and get 7 more written. Here we go. So I'm actually recording this video at the end of the month. In fact, today is the 6th of March and the album is out. If you're seeing this on the day the video is coming out, it's actually Bandcamp Friday today. So that's where Bandcamp gives all the proceeds of album sales to the musicians who made them. It's like 100 million times better than Spotify. So if you're seeing this on the day it comes out, Friday 6th, check out rogerheathers.bandcamp.com and you'll be able to hear the album. But I just wanted to give some reflections on what it was like to make this album and the challenges that came up. It was difficult, but it was a good challenge. I've done this before, like I said at the beginning of the video, but I haven't ever done it where I've written the songs and recorded them all in the month. And it was great. It's really informed like how I'm going to do music going forward, how I'm going to not only write it but record it and release it as well. Obviously when you're working on a tight deadline like I was for the FAWM challenge this month, you have to make decisions really quickly. So like a lot of the songs that I would write would be set a timer for 45 minutes or an hour. In fact, this timer, which my dad made me, it's a 45-minute timer, and a lot of the songs were written using this timer, and this timer also was used for the album artwork. I was just looking at it a lot. I was just kind of looking at this timer, and a lot of the times I would kind of just be writing and kind of zoning out and looking at this timer, and I'd see the sand sinking down, and I thought, wouldn't it be interesting to like have a little guy on the sand, like on a beach towel? So I thought, that'll be the album artwork. Again, it's not like the perfect album cover or anything, but it's like, it's what was in front of me, it's what I could work with, and it was just a kind of a good reflection of the FAWM challenge and a good reflection of some of the stuff in the lyrics too. So yeah, it was a lot of writing very quickly, making decisions very quickly on the fly. There wasn't a lot of time to think about like, oh, which chord should I use? What should I write about? Like, oh, let me take a few days and think about that. It was literally just, the first song was Everybody Starts at Zero. That was just me thinking, okay, I have no songs, I have nothing on the page. The FAWM website as well, by the way, is great. It's such a great community of like musicians and producers of all different genres, and all different skill levels. Some people it's like the first time they've ever written a song. Some people they've written like loads of songs, and it's just a great community where people are commenting on each other's songs. There's an incentivized like thing where people are encouraged to comment on each other's songs, and you have like a timer of how long you got and how many songs you got anyway. So one of the things they have on the FAWM website is these things called skirmishes. Now skirmishes are hour-long challenges. You set a timer for an hour and you don't know what the challenge is until it actually starts. So the one that I really remember standing out to me resulted in the song Demonize, which is a really weird title and a kind of a weird lyric. And the challenge basically was to use the cutout method, which I know David Bowie did. I think particularly back in the 70s, where you would grab a book or a magazine and you would cut out like 8 to 10 phrases from this book, and you would then write a song using those phrases in some way. Now, I cut out 8 phrases. The words that I cut out were waking, red-eyed and demonic, which was the weirdest pull, and obviously that's where the title came from. I had to kind of lean into that, or else it would just be this really weird, stick out like a sore thumb type of lyric. Get back, the purchase, looked inside each one, it was alarming, rain clouds, and at first. And it was just a case of writing a song using those words. So that was a really cool like method of doing it. Also, as far as like recording it, I had a really good time like working simply, working with like a really limited palette. Most of the songs were nylon acoustic guitar or steel acoustic guitar, a lead vocal, and then backing vocal overdubs added either like at the end of the month before I released it or at the time of recording. I also added little bits of things like mandolin and glockenspiel, brushes and that sort of thing, just like a little bit of percussion. but mostly just really straight ahead, and I think it came out really nicely because of that. I think I have a tendency to overcook things a little bit, to be like, you know, okay, we gotta add this and we gotta add bass and there's gotta be like 2 guitars and everything, and there was an element of that. Like, it's not completely like stripped down, like unmastered record, but like the great thing with this album is that it came out to be really easy to master and mix. There was loads of space, like with an acoustic record generally, when you have something tail off, like there's like a lot of space in that part, and so it makes it so easy to master. I basically just EQ'd, compressed, and limited pretty hard the master channel before I bounced everything out, and so it came out pretty good, I think. I'd be interested to know what you think. If you want to hear the album, you can check it out at rogerheathers.bandcamp.com. Again, today's Bandcamp Friday. If you're watching this the day it comes out, let me know what you think. Genuinely interested in what people think of this. It's a complete experiment. It's me being imperfect and posting flawed content. And I think it wouldn't have been so easy to do that if it weren't for the FAWM community and having that sort of like shared challenge with people. It was a really interesting thing to do. Definitely going to do it again next year. If you want to check out the FAWM challenge, I completely recommend it. It's every February. The site goes live at the beginning of February. It's fawm.org. Links down below. I definitely recommend checking it out. If you're a songwriter, if you want to get into songwriting, it's just a really, really great resource. And again, having a community around you as you do it is just so really encouraging. So thank you very much for watching. You can find links to FAWM and my Bandcamp and my Instagram and all that down below, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks very much.